Were you muted too? This is kind of the same problem.
Hold on, hello. There we go. All right. Good evening, THL. Welcome back to another episode of Saloon. We are deep in the playoff race. And yeah, this is getting exciting. I am joined tonight by my usual co-host, Sage. How's it going?
Hey, man, and thank you guys for tuning in. We love our viewers. Ooh. Hope y'all are hyped for some good stuff tonight.
And a special guest from the dominating team, Dad Legend, YellowDart. How's it going?
Good, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, get into it?
Right, well, how are your weeks going, guys? Are y'all having a good week so far?
No.
No?
No.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's just a lot of crap this week.
Well, hopefully it can only get better, right? Like you reach a low and then it just goes up from there.
No, yeah. Like once Friday hits and I've turned in all projects and done all presentations and all that, I will be a much happier person.
Well, that's good. How about you, Yellow? Is your week going well?
Yeah, it's going great. I'll take the over on that. So far, so good.
Oh yeah. Mine's going pretty hot. I've already worked like 22 hours this week. I'm about to drive for 10 hours tomorrow, so that'll be. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, guys.
Yeah. First match to review from last week, because I actually go in order unlike somebody else, is Dad Legend versus No Pros here. I'll let you two fight over who wants to run through it.
Yellow, go ahead, man. This is your team. You go ahead and take it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all of our team. You just happen to be carrying it lately. But yeah, so I would say in the least surprising match of the week, we do take the win. Really got off to a smoking hot start when Icicles swept in the 1. I think you followed it up with a nice win in the 5. Against Selectabuzz, who really had a pretty good record coming into it. And then I think Starlax nailed it down after that, which him going down into 3, I don't really know how that happened, but it did, and so he won. And then me and Hockey went ahead and made it close there at the end.
Went ahead and made it close.
And Agent Pee-wee just destroyed me, so I don't want to talk too much about that. But everyone else did really good, so it was good to see, and I think this is probably one of the more anticipated matches of the season. I think we might have let on a little too much too soon with our 5 consecutive pre-spans. I think they figured that out by the end. So here next time.
What would you call him, Agent Pee-wee?
Is that the correct pronunciation? I believe it is.
I don't know. That's what everybody's going to call him from now.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like to me. Agent Pee-wee. Yeah, that's right.
I've just heard most people say PWE.
Well, I mean, he's a really strong player.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, Agent Pee-wee. He's really good.
Yeah, no, but I remember just like checking midweek after the first 3 matches were played, and I'm like, oh my god, NVH is getting smoked right now. I was thinking like I would have at least thought they would put up a bit of a fight, but they did. They came back. They made it look like they were in it, which they never really were, but they made it appear that way.
Yeah, it's kind of like when the Hawks. I live in Atlanta. It's like when the Hawks play basketball. Like, they get down by 30, and by the end they only lose by like 8 or 10 points, but they really were never going to win. They just make it close at the end, so it looks good.
Yeah. All right, but yeah. Other than that, I don't think there's too much more to talk about this. Just other than if NPH isn't going to do it, then who is going to stop you guys?
Ain't nobody. We're the freight train.
All right. Anyways, next matchup is Teen Hearth Legends versus Advanced Tactical Lackeys. Would you like to do the honor stage?
Sure. So Teen Hearth Legends took the win over ATL 16-8 with AB. Actually, wow, this was a 4-1. Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Everybody won on THL versus except Copper. What Copper did he?
Yeah, it
they don't
looks like a DQ. No,
they don't have bans in for some reason.
I actually it would have to be a DQ because PRs didn't change.
Yeah, PRs didn't change. The bans aren't in. That's a DQ.
Yeah.
So I guess something happened there with Copper, and he ended up
they went up
DQing.
4-0, no contest. I mean, that makes sense.
I guess maybe they're just practicing a little PR management.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were really going for PR management, you would just let yourself get swept.
Yeah, you would queue into it and take the L.
Yeah, because then your PR would drop by 18 or 20 or so. But
Yeah,
I mean, I just want to say I hope everything's all right with Copper.
yeah, because he had a little rough there for a couple of weeks after I swept him and came back to it pretty strong.
But yeah, we saw the 1 week return of Binoculars and didn't end up too great for him.
Oh, poor Binoculars.
Yeah. However, I think he might be back next season, if I remember his initial plan right. So hopefully we'll see him for a longer stint then.
Yeah, but you're talking about PR management here, and like Alien Santa at 408, like he's 1-6, which just like boggles my mind because he's awesome. That's going to be a steal next season. I think that's just there's no way that happens again.
No,
he's really good.
Yeah, and you're talking like it's insane that he's 1-6. It's even more insane that hasn't even touched the 1 seed this season. He's gone 1-6 in the 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he is definitely an excellent player. This is very out of character for him, but I think he's just had a very busy, he's been very busy with his real life stuff in the season, and so he hasn't really been super focused on the league.
Definitely.
I mean the series. Sorry, words. But yeah, he'll probably end up picking up another one here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to settle down a little bit.
Also, I just want to talk about Teen Hearth Legends. Man, they were, at like the midway point of the season, they were in I think like 6th or 7th place, but they had like I think like second highest AOPE at that point, and they I even said, man, look for this team to just bounce back. And I mean, I didn't expect them to do it this drastically, but they've killed the last 3 weeks. Been very
but picking up Shu was a really great pickup, and they're only 1 point behind MPH now.
Yeah.
I think they're the better team.
I honestly do too.
Yeah.
I think that team has the most, I mean, not the most, the second most talent in the series. Just because like that 1 through 3 is like Liquid Oxen at 3. Like, are you kidding? Like,
yeah.
That's a really stacked 1 through 3. But I think the way that that like in the like let's just say that it's us and them in the finals, like I actually like how we match up against them though, because like our 4 and 5 are just both MVPs of the league, and then you have to figure we could steal one of the top 3. I don't know. That's how I see that going.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. And NPH has really fallen off. I mean, of course they, it's normal to have a little bit of a down week after facing Dad Legend, but they were so far ahead of the pack. Now that they're only, 1 point out of 4th place. Kind of insane.
Wow, and the Burninator are tied
with
Teen
Hearth. Yeah, this is my first time scrolling past the top match, but now that I have, a lot of these things are really close. I just never looked this far down the list.
So funny. All right, but anyways, our next matchup, Burninators versus DSM-5. I'll run through this one. Yeah,
I think this one's yours. Yeah.
Yeah, Raw Mexico sweeping Snake. Little Hearthy, man. This guy is. That's insane. Beating Itachi. Sanguine turning her season.
What have I been saying all season?
Yes, we know you think Itachi's overrated. But Sanguine, nice win over Shining Hands. She's coming back a bit. Medusa sweeping Super Murloc, and then Corky Turtle pulling it off over Silver. But yeah, Burninator's going to end up taking this one, and I think DSM really needed to win that one if they had playoff hopes.
Yeah, I think the playoff picture is really starting to come together for Hero.
Yeah. It's looking like it's going to be a 6-team race, probably.
Yeah, you're calling the cutoff at the cult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just because there's such a huge point drop.
Yeah, no, there's no. I mean, it's one thing to make up like 10 points, but it's another thing to make up 10 points on 3 different teams. Like that's like impossible. Like it's not so much about like the points at this point; it's about how many teams you'd have to beat if you were ATL or DSM.
And if there were still like 4 weeks in the season, I'm saying it's trouble. 2 weeks of the season, that's really tough. But yeah, like man, DSM started off really cold. They bounced back a few weeks there, but they just it looks like they're gonna fall a little short, which is a shame because it's always fun to watch a come from behind.
They came from behind.
All right. Anyways, our next matchup to go over: Nasdormu versus Team Anoya Team. YellowDart, would you like to run us through this?
Sure. So, a pretty lopsided win here for Nas. None of these went 3-2. But they take 2 through 5, and was really probably a pretty exciting matchup there between Tributed and Desharmo. I guess they would have come in at 5-1 and 4-2 respectively, and Desharmo takes that in a sweep, which is most of the points that Anoya team actually ended up getting. So I guess that's the silver lining for them. But
oh my God, Donde won?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm really happy for Donde.
Yeah. Kind of what Nasdormu needed to kind of stay in the hunt. They needed a big win that
absolutely.
Against kind of one of the weaker teams, and they got it. So
absolutely. But yeah,
way to go, Donde.
Yeah, Donde is that's a decent win, and Thrallomon was coming on strong.
Yeah. That's good.
But yeah, we're all happy for Donde. It's been a little rough for him, but yeah, like you were saying, Nasdormu needed that win to stay in the hunt.
Yeah, and they didn't just need the win; they needed a big win, and they got it.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of teams who needed a big win to stay in the playoff hunt.
I called this last week, but you guys really just blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember I said 4-1 with Quaz losing, and then changed I changed it right before we ended the stream. I said I changed it. It's going to be a sweep. You guys are going to sweep them. And what'd you do?
It's funny because I have our predictions up on screen, and me, you, and Diamond all said we would sweep. Quaz said Colt would win 1 through 4 and he would lose. Like normal Quaz.
Yeah.
But yeah, also I know
20-3. What a blowout.
I've given her so much praise, but I can't enough. Thank you for Base Think stepping in last minute. We had Last Champ had a last minute emergency. I don't want to get into too much detail, obviously, for his privacy, but he had a last minute emergency, and Quaz had to emergency sub Base Think in. I believe it was like Thursday morning after decks had been submitted and everything. But she just stepped in, fit into the same time slot, played her match, and killed it. It's a big thanks to her.
Oh yeah, that's what she does.
Quaz isn't here, so we can say nice things. Like 4-3 in the 5 seed at 50 PR, like that's fantastic. And here he's going up 25 PRs and it's not moving, which means there's probably still room to grow for him to win and still not go for 50. That's fantastic value. Like, if you're trying to build a team to, kind of stick together, like that's an awesome thing to have.
Nope.
And I guess he's the captain, so he can decide that.
Yeah, but if we're talking about Quaz's PR, I think it's still south of -100, so he has a lot of room to win.
That's smart management.
Oh yeah.
Smart management. You mean tank your first 3 seasons just so your PR is so far in the dumpster? Oh man. But yeah.
No, but again, like we said with Nas, 20 points here, like that's kind of what you needed. And
we absolutely needed it.
Yeah.
And but but I'd definitely say we're still in the playoff race after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting last couple of weeks to see what happens.
Wow, is that all of last week's matches?
Yeah, that's all of last week's matches.
Oh my God, how did we go through that so fast? We're only 15 minutes in, guys. We've got to slow down.
Honestly, it usually takes 15 to 20 for the last week's matches. Once we start discussing the current weeks,
they were all landslides.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Yeah, and that's another good point too. There wasn't a whole lot to decide.
Nothing. I mean, ours was the closest, I guess.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really hot matchups last week. Dang, what a good week. And yeah, ours was the closest. And I had a really fantastic week last week. I played in pro for the first time ever.
Tell us about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was an emergency sub for Darkside and on his team. Like last second, right before I went on stream to play against Electabuzz, I agreed to it. And right after the stream ended, I went and just grabbed all of Darkside's decks and just like deleted all of my hero decks and put those ones in. And it was like, all right, Ron, I'm ready to go. And I went in and swept Ron Mexico with Darkside's decks. And so
I was just gonna say, Ron Mexico's in chat and he's loving this story.
Yeah, sorry, Ron. I face him again this week. I'm subbing in on Defias, and
Are you
I was like,
to use Darkside's decks again?
No, I'm probably just gonna bring the same stuff I'm bringing for my Legacy team, to be honest.
Nice.
Ron doesn't know what I'm bringing in Legacy, though, I don't think, because I'm just bringing some really weird junk. I told him whenever I was like, I can't commit to prepping wholeheartedly. I'm just gonna bring the same, or they could give me decks to play. Honestly, they could, but I don't think they're gonna do that. They're just gonna be like, play whatever you want. I mean, they're last in the series, so I don't think it's that important to them at the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm gonna give Ron a run for his money. We get that immediate rematch. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But I went 9-1 last week. I swept in Legacy and Pro, and went 3-1 in Hero. Oof, it was so good. I had a great time last week.
Buzz there for taking the one.
Yeah, I could have gone 9-0, but he just had to be a better player than Ron, I guess. Sorry, Ron.
Oh man, I've heard some hot takes before, but man, that is.
I love Ron. He's one of my favorite people, like in the entire Teen Earth Legends. I keep wanting to say League. I hate it. Why can't we just call it that?
Because Blizzard sucks. Alright, but yeah. Anyways, on to our first match next week, and if you'll notice once again, it is actually the top match on the page. I know that's amazing.
Ooh, do I get to go over this one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go over this one.
Alright, baby. Yeah, so it's Dad Legend versus Tan Pan's Surf Slam. And man, they're about to get slammed again. They just took a 3-point week. We're just going to do it to them again. Yeah. So we got Icicle. You know, we're just going to sweep them. But yeah, you know, like that's my prediction every week. And this week, I am really emphasizing it. It's going to happen. We're probably going to take that sweep week. I've been saying it every week, and I really think it's going to happen this time.
I was just going to say, I know what I said earlier. Who's going to be the team to take Dad Legend down? And I think we found them.
Oh, no! Maybe. If we all just fall asleep at the wheel.
Also, just quick apologies. There are actually classes submitted for the first matchup. Unfortunately, they were not up during my philosophy class when I was taking these screenshots, so I don't have full updated. But
that's all right. But I can go ahead and tell you we won class selection on that one, so that's one for Dad Legend.
Yeah, it's Hunter Paladin Priest Rogue for Icicles versus Druid Hunter Rogue Warlock for Lefty.
Yeah, and going off of,
I mean, he's.
So predictions here, going off of match win rate, I'd say Icicles 4-3 versus Lefty 1-6. I think it's going to go to Ice. And then in the 2, we've got Starlax versus Dirty Mike. Starlax is 4-3 versus Dirty Mike's 1-6. I think Starlax probably takes it here. And then in the 3, we've got YellowDart 4-3 versus Brushy Tuna 2-4. Again, I think Yellow probably takes it here. And then in the 4, we've got Hockey 5-2 versus Osmonaut 2-5. I think Hockey probably takes it here, just based off of match win rate. And then in the 5, we have myself 6-1 versus It's Me, Mike V, who is a good player. He's definitely a great 5 seed, but I think I'm probably gonna beat him.
You know, in Stage, that's an interesting take, because I was using actually some different criteria when I was doing my predictions, and I was using PR. So looking at Icicles at 506 against Lefty at 361. I would say that looks like it favors Icicles. Starlax about a 60 PR favorite there over Dirty Mike, so I think I would go ahead and give that one to Starlax. Myself about 70 over Brushy Tuna, so we'll go ahead and chalk that one up to the Dart. And then Hockey with a big 130 or so over Oz, so we give that one to Hockey. And then Sage with about a 30% edge in PR here over Mike V, so I'm going to give that one to Sage, which I think works out to actually a pretty similar result to what you had predicted there, Sage.
God, I really hope you guys get your asses kicked in this week.
Really, I think no matter how you slice it, it looks like 5-0.
Yeah.
If we go, so I'm saying if we go off of the points total for the season so far, I think we probably take it there too. We've got double their points, more than double.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I want you guys to lose, but I'm not stupid, so I'm going to give it to you guys 5-0.
Yeah.
And also, once again, because Quaz isn't here because he's lame and he's working. What a loser. Anyways, I do, like normal, have his predictions, and yeah, it's going to be everybody's saying sweep.
Oh wait, it's not more than double. It's almost double.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but yeah, he's also saying 5-0 sweep. So,
okay.
Did you guys just get extremely caster cursed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
This might be the most caster cursed anybody has ever been.
Honestly. So we'll see how that plays out.
But I mean, 50% of it was ourselves, so
yeah.
I don't know if that counts.
All right.
There's no bias there.
Yeah, this is based on the stats. Like Sage and I both had. I mean, this is purely on the numbers.
All right. Next matchup, we have No Pros here versus Nas Dormu. Yellow, do you want to run us through this?
Yeah, so I mean, really, it's going to end up being a really important match on the stretch to kind of determine, who's going to squeak into the playoffs and who's not, and what seeds and all that kind of good stuff. And actually, just with the way things are kind of trending, and with NPH taking a tough loss last week, I think I give the edge to Nas off the bat. I mean, you look at probably a really exciting match here between Agent Pee-wee and Trippy Toad. I think that one could really go either way. But those next three, I really like for Nas across the board.
Yeah,
so I guess I go. I take Nas 3-2, picking up 2 through 4, and I give wins to Agent Pee-wee and Electabuzz for MPH, and Nas squeaks one out and gets it really close as far as the standings go. Between them and MPH.
Yeah, it's also kind of funny because we were talking about that kind of 16 playoff cutoff, and this is like the only match which has 2 playoff contenders fighting, and every other team is a contender versus somebody below the line. So this is definitely the match to watch this week. But
yeah, I mean, what you can't afford here is to get blown out. Like, losing is one thing, but you can't get blown out. If somebody gets blown out, that could be the end.
Definitely. I'm going to agree with you on all the seeds except for the one. I'm going to give it to Trippy Toad, just for the fact that, yes, PWE does technically have the better win rate, but that's been entirely in the 2. This is his first week in the 1.
Keep in mind that he swept me last week.
Yeah,
and I've been firmly in the 3 all season.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really tired, so I had to think about that for a minute. Oh man.
Oh.
But yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna give it 4-1 to Nas with NPH only picking up Electabuzz.
What you got?
Sorry, is that my cue? All right, yeah. I actually agree there that Agent Pee-wee here probably loses this week.
I'm sorry, Agent, if I started something bad. He's a great player. I don't know if to...
Yeah. He probably loses here. I did notice he went up to the 1, and Trippy has been killing it in the 1. Didn't Trippy start in the 2 though?
Trippy started.
I think that's right. I think Donde was like super high to start the season.
Trippy.
Yeah, he was like 550 or something.
Yeah.
Trippy was in the 2 for 4 weeks, I want to say. So
and Trippy's new, right? So is he getting the multiplier going for him?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So that's helping him.
Yeah, but so these are 2 new players just doing super good in their first season.
Yeah.
And I think Trippy, who has been, I think he went up to the 1 and lost a match, but has been winning them ever since.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling really good for Trippy here. So I think Pee Wee probably loses, and Skittles probably lose. Actually, this is
That's
a tough
great
call.
match, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Skittles versus Donde. Whew. I want to give it to Donde, actually. I think Donde probably beat Skittles. It looks like he's doing better. Like he's been picking up some wins here lately.
Yeah.
So Donde probably beats Skittles here, and then Bitbeaker fucking loses every time. He has spent so many seasons off. Love the guy.
That would be tough. Yeah.
Bitbeaker brought me into THL, just so you know, 3 years ago. But yeah, he's as washed up as they come. So Bitbeaker loses every time. Mako takes the 4, and then Electabuzz takes the 5.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'm going, 3-2 for NP. No, it's Dormio.
Wait, no, that's 4-1, right?
No. I said. Oh yeah. No, that is 4-1. My bad.
Yeah, that's the exact same prediction I had. I mean, like to give PWE credit, he did start in the 1 last season. I believe stayed there for 3 weeks and then dropped. So like he's not totally, I've never played in the 1 seed before. He does have some experience, but yeah. Anyways, Quaz.
Oh, I didn't realize that he played last season.
Yeah. This is NPH kept the exact same roster, if I'm correct, from last season.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, now it's time for Quaz's predictions, and he went a bit different. He's saying, he's giving it to PWE in the 1, Skittles in the 2, Amphil in the 3, Mako in the 4, and Electabuzz in the 5. So he's actually giving it 3-2 to NPH.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like I know we all said Donde in the 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if Skittles wins that.
No, it's not like an upset, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50.
And also,
it's pretty even.
Yeah. I mean,
Pretty
it's 2 really strong 1 seeds who are both having down seasons and playing in the 2. Very, very similar. Alright, but yeah, anyways, I believe that's all we have to say about that. Anyways, next matchup.
That's all I have to say about that.
The trending upwards Teen Hearth Legends versus Team Anoyo Team. Oh man. Alright, so 1 seed Aviously versus Dusharmo. Oh my god. This is nuts. That's insane. Yeah. 2 is Catman versus Enthralamon. 3 Liquidox versus Dano. 4 has already been played. Chewbacca falling 1-3 to Mata Arms.
It's already been played? What?
Wow, that's impressive.
And 5 seed Copper versus Gymphalos.
Whenever I was talking to Ron earlier, telling him I was going to play against him, I for a moment, whenever I got home, I thought, you want to just play now? And then I realized that I had to do this show in like an hour. So I was like, you know what? Nah.
Wait, I mean, I'm confused. It shouldn't take you an hour to sweep them.
Don't expect that to happen.
You have 15
again.
minutes.
Oh.
Oh man.
Love you, Ron. I'm not gonna sweep you again, Ron. I'm sure it's gonna go better.
Yeah, you'll get one.
You'll get one. Oh, brutal. Oh man. Anyways,
We love you, Ron.
Anyways, yeah. Does anybody have a coin they can give me to flip for the 1? Because I don't know what to. I guess I'll give it to Aviously. I don't know. That's really.
Hold on, I've got some coins in my pocket.
No, I think I give it to Avi too. I mean, they're just gonna eat them, man. I mean, these young guys,
the teens.
They're gonna bring it. Yeah.
I'm saying Aviously.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Catman takes.
Somebody call it.
Liquid takes the 3.
Heads or tails?
I know this is a bold prediction, but I don't think an Oyo team is going to get swept. I think they are going to take the 4, and Copper's going to take the 5. So that's going to be
Okay, well, I actually have a coin, so somebody call it.
heads.
Oh.
Heads. I
For
don't know
who?
what that represents, but heads.
Heads is Avi.
Okay. It's heads, so Avi wins.
There you go.
Yeah.
See.
But so yeah, I'm giving it 4-1 to Teen Hearth Legends.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do that too, but I will say, like, the fact that Mad at Arms won, and he beat me last week too, so I think he's got something starting to be figured out here. But the fact that he won actually keeps another team in it, because as much as we want to all pick the young guns here, I think Desharmo and then Thrallland are both close to a 50-50, and
yeah,
I mean, Jim at 50 is, if you buy that, that's, beware at your own risk. I think Jim could win that too. So I think there's 3 seeds in play that I really think they've got a decent shot at, where, like, I think Liquid Ox probably does take Dano down, but those other 3 I think are all in play for another team. So I don't think they're totally out of this thing. With that win from Matador, because I would have normally picked Shu, but since he got it, I think
I know, definitely. I would have
a chance.
Sage, what are your predictions?
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite direction. Say Desharmo, pick him. Probably Catman over Enthrallment.
Yeah.
Let me say Liquid Ox for sure over Dano. And I would have gone for Shu, but he already lost. God, come on, Shu.
It's tough when he already loses.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess I have to pick Matt here. And I'm gonna give it to Jim. I love Jim. I want to root for him every time. It's I don't know. As long as Copper tilts, I think he has a leg up on him. If he just wins that first.
You're actually giving it to an Oyo team then, huh?
I am. I guess I am.
He just did, yeah.
All right. And here we have some bold predictions from Quaz. He's giving he's saying coin toss on the one with Avi, getting an edge. Catman 2, Liquid Ox 3, Meta Arms 4, and Jim Flores 5. Man, he actually didn't say anything stupid there. I don't believe it. But he's giving it 3-2 to Teen Hearth. Yeah, this is, I mean, like, that's kind of tough for Teen Hearth Legends too to lose that 4 seed, because we're at the point, it's getting really close between a lot of teams, and every point's going to matter.
So I know Jim Philos is like 60 years old, but we don't actually know how old Catman is. I always thought Jim might be the oldest guy in the league, in the series. But it might be the oldest guy in THL. But since we don't actually know Catman's age, and we can only go off of the number in his name, I think maybe he actually is. What do you guys think?
Well, I actually think he's only like 19, seeing as how he's on the Teen Hearth Legends.
True.
So I think there's probably about a 50 to 60 year range that he could land in that we really don't have a good way to know.
I feel like there's a checklist to like every episode of Saloon, there's a checklist of things that always happen, and trying to figure out Catman's age is on that checklist.
There's an easy way to fix this. We just put in birth date on the registration form next season, and then we'll know. I'm sure Hat can fix that.
It needs to be verified with a valid driver's license.
Yeah, you have to put a copy of your birth certificate when you sign up. It's like
because we do have some youngins in THL that probably wouldn't even have a driver's license.
Yeah,
yeah, that's why you got to get the birth certificate. Everybody's got that.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the Burninator's?
Yep, Burninator's versus Advanced Tactical Lackeys. What I think, Sage, it's your turn.
Is it? Okay, I'll go ahead and take it.
Oh gosh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I've lost track.
All right. Yeah, I lost track too. It's okay. All right. So, man, we got my boy Ron Mexico. Man, versus Blue Spartan. This is the match right here. I think Ron is taking it here every time. He's so good. He's incredible. I feel so bad for sweeping him last week, man. I wish he'd gone some other way. I shouldn't have won. But it felt good to win. So, yeah. But he gets his rematch, and he's going to take Blue Spartan down a peg, give him another L. In the 2, we got Lil Herthy versus Omzi. I think Lil Herthy's taking this every day of the week.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and then in the 3 we got Shiny Pants versus Alien Santa. And Alien is having a kind of down season. I love the guy; he's great, and he's just always quick with the puns. But I don't know. You know what? I think I'm gonna give this one to Alien. I think he's gonna bounce back. He's in a better place. He's gonna come back and show Shiny the light. Then we got Medusas versus Shunsui, and this is actually pretty even. Shansui's having a better season, and I think I might give it to him for that. But I just want to say Medusas is going to send him to the Shadow Realm, so I'm going to root for Medusas
Yeah, the
here.
big thing against Shui is like you just got to keep your mind right, man. That guy will. I mean, he gets in your head, and then it's hard to beat him with the cards. So you just got to stay away from the chat button with him.
Yeah, he does like to talk to you in the middle of the match. And then we've got Silver versus Force of Will. And they're both having pretty decent seasons. I think I'm gonna say probably Force takes it here. So who am I giving it to? I think
I think that's so Burn.
Yeah, I think I'm giving it to Burn.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3-2 for Burn.
Yeah. Also, I would like to point out another thing off the checklist. You talking about Shansui in the Shadow Realm. Also, I would like to point out that Raw Mexico and Chad is starting the Saloon drinking game.
What's that?
He just typed in Sage tried to figure it out. Catman's age. Take a shot.
Yeah, we gotta share that checklist with me sometime so we can make a real drinking
Make sure
game.
it happens. Yeah.
Shadow Realm, another shot. Hey, it specifically has to be to regards with Shunsui.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, where else would that come up? I think that's pretty much a given. Yeah, but I think I'm going 4-1 Burninators here. I give the win to Alien as well, but the rest of the Burninators I take. I mean, I think even though Ron had a tough loss last week to Sage with 0-3, I think from what I've heard, it was a really strong 0-3. So I think he's going to bounce back, kind of carry Spartan. So we'll give him the edge, and I think the other ones are pretty straightforward.
Yeah. All right. My predictions. I'm gonna say. Let's go Ron in the 1, Little Hearthy in the 2, Alien in the 3, and Stewie in... You know what? I'm gonna go bold here. Burninators takes top 2, ATL takes bottom 3.
Oh wow.
I'm going bold. I'm feeling well this week.
That's a hot take.
Yeah. I know it's very hot, but I mean, like, those bottom 3, I could definitely see ATL winning.
I kind of could too. I don't know.
And yeah, like, man, that 3, like, we talked about Alien not having a great season, but it's not like Shiny Pants is doing too much better. And I think this is a prime week for Alien to pick up his second win.
He's definitely capable.
Alright, anyways, I have also from Quaz, he has Rob Mexico edging out the 1, Little Hearthy 2, Alien Santa 3, Shinsui in the 4, and Silver T Fox in the 5. So he's giving it 3-2 to Burninators.
Yeah.
Man, so yeah, like, I mean, most of us are saying 3-2 Burninators, but again, tight playoff race, a lot of teams in it. They kind of need to do more than that if they want to kind of secure a spot.
Ron, don't let your team get its dreams crushed by ATL, okay?
Oh my god. Anyways, our last final matchup is the Cult versus DSM-5.
You want to take this one, Ted?
Yeah, of course. My boys.
Or can I take it?
We have
Good.
We have Last Champ in his triumphant return after 1 week against Snake in the 1, 9 against Itachi in the 2, myself versus Sanguine in the 3, Booze versus Super Murloc in the 4, and Quaz versus Corky Turtle in the 5. Oh man. Looking at this, I think I'm gonna go Snake in the 1 just because Snake is an insane player.
Wait, you don't just pick all the players on your team?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, go ahead.
That's
really weird.
To be fair, I don't think anybody in THL is blaming you guys for doing that this week. But
that's just what I do every week.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that fact. But you know what? I'm gonna give it to 9 in the 2, myself in the 3. This is Boozosaurus versus Super Murloc. Just that PR difference is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give.
I kind of hope he loses so that way I don't get. So that way Quaz doesn't get the Big Game Hunter
I'm
award.
pretty sure Quaz still beats that.
No, because
Quaz is over a 200 PR gap, right?
That's only 190, Sage. Come on.
Oh man.
You sounded so sad.
We need Quaz to beat Itachi to get the big game. Come on, Sage.
Yeah, I have the number right here. 223 was the differential.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's not happening. Sorry, bud. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Booze in the 4 and Quaz in the 5. So I'm gonna give it to my boys 4-1. But yeah, I mean, again, no offense to Last Champ. There's not too many people I will pick against Snake.
All right, if I'm looking at this, I think there's 4 of these that I think are pretty clear. So I go Snake and Itachi take 1-2. I think Booze and Quaz take 4 or 5. So it really comes down to that one in the middle.
Yep.
With yourself against Sanguine. And the facts that I know about this are that, as a strong 4 seed, I was able to give the Big Ted his 1 loss.
Yeah, there it is. I was waiting.
Yeah,
I was waiting. I knew it had to.
And Sanguine actually beat my guys up in Legacy, so I gotta give her the edge. I think, which like has DSM just throwing a monkey wrench into the playoff race from where I sit, which is exciting.
All right, you can be wrong. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm only here for 1 week, so I'm going for it.
All right,
don't worry. After we crush them, I'll be sure to at you in the Discord.
Yeah, as you should.
I'm also gonna at both of you whenever you guys lose to Tampams, but
Yeah, as you should.
All right, Sage.
Okay. I think Snake in the 1 and the criminally overrated Itachi in the 2.
Criminally now.
Yeah, and then I think Sanguine is really bringing it back here. I'm going to give her the 3 as well. And then we probably see Booze and Claws take the 4 and 5. But it's going to be DSM 5, 3-2 over the Colt. And they're just going to play Dream Crusher this week.
Man,
yeah, Sage, it's almost like we've aligned on a lot of these picks.
It's almost like I have 2 people that in the Discord now. All right. You know what? I'm going to see if he can play Psychic. Sage, can you guess what Quaz's predictions were?
4-1, he loses.
Yep.
If Quaz didn't pick 5-0,
no,
he does.
He never does.
He always picks against himself.
What a bum. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, I believe that is our final match. Any questions in the chat?
Let me go over the standings real quick because I just want to point out that Dad Legend, number 1.
Are we number 1?
Right, number 1 in the series. With the hardest AOS, we have a deep dark red AOS at 15.05, and nobody else's comes close. I think the highest after that is 14.48.
Yeah, it's funny because you guys are going to be a lot closer after this week.
Yeah, Tampams is going to bring us down. And AOS, that is.
Yeah, and then what? You guys play what DSM next week? I believe.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be another nice.
I mean,
AOS
isn't that how it works? Or like by the end of the season, aren't all the AOS pretty much the same?
Yeah, they're
Played
gonna be pretty close to the same. The only thing is like it doesn't count. A, it's you can't play yourself, and B, it doesn't count the week that you play the team.
That's right. So because our team is just so criminally underrated, we can't play ourselves. So we're actually pushing it down.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna end up having an easier strength of schedule than everybody else because you just don't have to play yourself.
So you're saying by the end of the season we're gonna be green?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But like,
interesting.
But like, if you look, you guys haven't played the 10th team and the 8th team in the series yet, so your AOS is probably going to be pretty high.
That's
man,
interesting.
we do have a question in the chat from Ron. It's about
what's that?
He wants to know, Sage, is your body ready for Pro Series this week?
Oh, baby, my body's ready. You know it, baby. I'm bringing it back. Do it again.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna bring some janky bullcrap and sweep you with it again.
Also, Ron, DM me the full rules to the Saloon drinking game after this. I would love to play next week. Ron is suggesting full quest decks.
Okay, you want to go full quest decks? We can do it.
He doesn't want to do that.
What,
That's Sage's specialty.
What? I'm thinking you could play like Paladin, Shaman, Rogue,
Priest,
Warlock. Yeah.
Well, I'd have to craft some of those. I think I've got the Shaman and the Priest and what else? I don't know. I don't know what all quests I have because I didn't play that season, that set. I didn't play
Sage,
in.
You have all the cards. Don't even leak anything like that. Sage has every card. He can play any deck.
Yeah. I'm a whale. Let me tell you.
He's got them all gold.
I'm actually 4 legendary short of having all of them for this set.
Nice.
I'm finishing my beer.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. All quests. No, I'll see how many I got. I'll just bring what I got. I'm sure there's a viable quest paladin out there.
Good luck with that.
Okay. Do we have any other questions?
Not that I've seen.
Oh, come on, guys. I want some questions in here.
Yeah.
We got like 10 minutes to kill.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
How was your week last week, Ted?
Last week wasn't bad.
Yeah. How'd you go overall?
I mean 1-1, but I'm not supposed to win in Legacy because someone can't organize a team properly. So. Yeah.
Who did you face last week?
Itachi. In Legacy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did he sweep you?
No, I got one.
All right. Good for you, man.
Yeah, this week before that I played Aviously, and this week I play R-Hat.
You're just gonna get trounced over and over.
Oh,
This
yeah,
sucks.
absolutely. Yeah.
How did you get in the 1? What's your PR in Legacy?
To start the season it was 400 something.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it was like 410 or something. Now it's 362. It's taking off.
Are you still in the 1?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How much PR does your 2 seed have? What?
303.
I think the team is below 1,000 PR total.
I think we are at this point.
What is Quaz doing?
I think we were like 1,200 PR to start the season.
Yeah, now I'm doing quick math, and that's about where you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like right at 12, just under.
Yeah. We were about at 12 to start the season. Well, listen, this is neither here nor there. I don't want to call out Quaz on stream, but yeah. Yeah.
You're at 12:05.
But that actually maybe that's like the long game move, because you guys can really grow into 1800 over the next few seasons and keep that team together.
Yeah,
there's room to grow. It's like when you buy like your kid like pants that are a little bit too big and they can wear them like for 2 years. Like that's what you got with PR right here.
Oh wow, Quaz's PR isn't 50 in Legacy. That's incredible.
That's amazing. No, but like you're talking about that, I think this team is more likely to grow into 250 PR.
Really wish we had more questions from the chat.
Yeah.
Is it like only Ron Mexico's watching?
Yeah. Let's go. Ron says he's down to figure out the drinking game with me.
All right. Yeah. Oh, he's free of the trucks. Welcome to Texas.
Oh, I definitely feel Sage mentioning the train going by is another shot.
Oh yeah, man. Where's the train at? I know. In the middle of what was it? Sunday Showdown last weekend. The train came by.
But
Oh. Well,
we don't have anything else.
Let's find some other stats to go over. This lineup stats. Hold on. Let's see what lineups did well last week.
You're really fighting to make this last an hour, aren't you?
Yeah, man. What? Do you not want to? All right. Let's see. The number one lineup bring last week was Druid, Hunter, Paladin, Priest. That's seems like pretty good lineup. Its win rate, however, was 28.57. What?
What? Hold on a second. Excuse me.
Yeah, only 2 people won their match with it. It had 7 people brought this lineup. 2 of them won.
Oh my god!
Wow. Well, good job for those 2 people. They really fought the odds. The one after that did really well though. 5 people brought Druid, Hunter, Priest, Rogue, and they went 60% win rate overall. 3 people won, 2 lost. That's pretty good. And wow, the third one did even better. Druid, Hunter, Rogue, Warrior had a 75% win rate. Only 1 person lost with it. That's good.
Yeah, that bad lineup up there, I think I was a contributor to those losses on that one.
Oh, that's what you brought last week? Oh man, maybe you want to switch that up a little bit. There's the train.
Take a shot, everyone. Disco, what do you mean by 5-0 predictions?
I think he means that there's a propensity for certain individuals to pick sweeps, and that's probably a recurring theme that should be rewarded with a shot for everyone in the game, would be my guess.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Like as an idea for the drinking game, yeah. No, I like that, yeah. I feel like another shot should also be Claus picking the entire cult but himself to win.
Yeah. Yeah, we should just have these like listed. I remember there used to be a Tavern Talk drinking game some seasons back where it was like take a shot, win, and then they had a couple things listed down. We should get one of those up on the overlay.
You guys should add some of these things to the agenda on the left. So you have like week 7 review, week 7 preview, Sage picks off his players,
train
himself to lose. The train makes a noise.
I told you.
And that's just on the agenda on the left. And then people can know when it's coming.
All right. Yeah, I think we're about out of time at this point. So make sure to hold on. Let me go to the content Discord. Once again, big shout out to
yeah, I just rejoined the content Discord recently. I was in it for a while there, and then I left. Oh my god, can you please stop the train?
Yeah, anyways, be sure to tune in tomorrow night, Wednesday night, for Heart Center with Donde, Icon, and Lotus Night. Thursday night, we have Tavern Talk with Diamond, Myanodon, Ducharmo, Dano, and Turd Herder. That's a lot of people. Friday, we have Friday Night Fights. It will be Saku and myself this week. We'll have 2 matches, Triss versus No Glocko in the Legacy series. And then Super Murloc versus Matty Ebbs, also in the Legacy series. Saturday night, we'll have Donde and To Be Determined casting Dabs versus Markshire and Anful versus Bitbreaker. And then Sunday night, we will have Quaz and To Be Determined casting Skittles versus Donde in the Hero series. Oh, Skittles Donde!
Oh my god.
It's gonna be streamed!
It's right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man, well,
that's sick.
now I have to tell Quaz I have to cast Sunday night now. Because I have to cast that.
So looking at some more stats here, Shaman is the worst to bring, with a 38.46% win rate across all games this season.
I feel like you're not giving any new news. And
okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, and lastly, we just have a Schoolstone, which does not have a match yet. So if you're interested, probably contact Donde or Lotus Knight.
What? Why is it called Schoolstone?
I have no idea. But if you're interested in having a match on Schoolstone, probably contact either Donde or Lotus Knight. And then, next week we will be back for the final regular season week of Hero Series. I'm excited. It's the time of the year where I get to spam Hero Series chat for a week.
Why is that? Sorry, what?
No, it started last season with the week before playoffs. I just kept giving hourly updates of what the playoff picture is looking like and what teams need to have and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Ron is saying him and Dragon Rider will be on stream Sunday night. Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty hype match.
Yeah.
Him and who?
Dragon Rider.
Oh.
Oh man, but
Yeah, she has her own stream. If anybody wants to check that out, she streams pretty often.
Yeah, she used to play on Die Legend back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was her first THL season.
Yeah, that's how I learned about her streaming in the Dead Legend.
But yeah, I do believe that's all we have for tonight. Also, if you have any new rules for the Saloon drinking game, DM me on Discord.
Yeah, just send them to Ted or myself, and I'll share them with Ted, and we'll get a list.
Yeah.
Stick on the overlay next.
But
on the agenda.
Yeah. I've been Ted. Been joined by YellowDart and Sage. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, and thank you guys for tuning in and checking us out. It's always a pleasure to be here next week.
And appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for filling in for Quaz.
Absolutely.
I guess if anybody wants to guest host next week, Quaz isn't going to be here next week, right?
No, I think he is here next week.
Sage, you might want to consider a couple guys like Hockey Boys or Starlax, maybe some good options.
We got to branch out a little bit.
No, but yeah, seriously, if you're interested in coming on, hit up either myself, Sage, or Quaz.
Yeah, definitely DM me. I like to pick them.
I mean, I would rather you DM me just because I get lonely. But each their own. But yeah. Anyways, good night, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and this has been Saloon.